It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. We have some rain chances in the forecast to end the work week, but I have good news for you. We have some dry time in the forecast for the weekend, so we will be able to enjoy some sunshine this weekend and also some very toasty temperatures. Today, we are starting out in the low 60s, but I have us warming this afternoon into the middle 70s. So it should end up being pretty comfortable temperature-wise. I have some isolated rain still in the forecast today, a little bit of shower activity out there on the radar this morning, and a few thunderstorms are still possible this afternoon. I'm not thinking we're going to see widespread severe weather, but a couple of thunderstorms capable of producing some very heavy downpours as well as some gusty winds. That's what to look out for as we go through the course of your Friday afternoon. I think best hours for seeing some of that rain activity will be morning drive time through about 5 p.m. Showers really begin to taper off this evening, and that sets us up for a dry start to the weekend as we head into your Saturday. So things are looking pretty good in that department. We have continued showers and a few thunderstorms, though, in the forecast today. And I know many of you had that rain and storm activity in the overnight hours last night again. Today, the real focus of heavy thunderstorm activity and the severe weather, it's going to be down along the Gulf Coast from Louisiana back through Mississippi and Alabama. That's where severe weather is expected today. There's also going to be this area of heavy rain possible from the Boot Heel of Missouri back through far southern Illinois into Kentucky. We get some general rain showers, but the cold front passes today, and we are going to see conditions that are nice and warm as we head into Saturday and Sunday of this weekend. Localized flooding is going to be possible. Now, with last night's rain chances and then what we add into the rain gauge today, there could still be some places that see 3/4 of an inch of additional rainfall. It's been such a soggy pattern, but this is very isolated in nature. So I'm not thinking widespread flooding, no widespread watch or anything like that. But I think mainly areas south of I-44 that get the heavier rain today, 1 inch to 1.25 inches, there will be a risk for some localized flooding in the area. That's going to happen through the afternoon and through tonight too. Then we turn our attention to a much warmer pattern that's going to take place for us here in the Ozarks. We get this ridge of high pressure to move in as we head into the weekend. It dries us out. It allows that south wind to return, and temperatures into the weekend will be above average. And by the time we get to Monday of next week, we could be talking about some record-setting heat with near 90 degrees possible for the start of next week. So today's 74 looks pretty good in comparison. Tomorrow, I think we're in the low 80s, 82 for the high temperature forecast on Saturday. Outdoor plans this weekend, they are a go. We are dry Saturday and Sunday. I have high temperature of 82 on Saturday. By Sunday, we may be closer to 86, 87 degrees. It's going to start to get hot in the forecast on Sunday. So Saturday, probably the better choice if you are heat sensitive. By Monday, it's just downright hot in the Ozarks with high temperatures flirting with that 90-degree point. We stay dry on Monday, but I've got my eyes on Tuesday of next week, particularly Tuesday evening. That's when I think some stronger storms could build back into the Ozarks, and we may have to start thinking about severe weather again. Around the country, severe storms are happening today. I mentioned those. Flash flooding expected down in portions of East Texas all the way into the Gulf. That's the storm system that I told you about in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Hazardous heat is also making a headline for the weekend for portions of South Florida and South Texas this week. Hazardous heat index values well over the triple-digit mark, which is not totally unheard of in the month of May for those locations, but still, it's pretty hot and temperatures, we're being reminded of what summertime can often feel like in South Florida and in South Texas. So those folks will be sweating it out as we get closer to the weekend forecast. It's time for the Friday Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question. Here's the trivia question that I left you with yesterday. What is the name of the pet dinosaur on the TV cartoon The Flintstones? The options that I gave were A, Arlo, B, Dino, C, Fred, or D, Daniel. The answer is B. It's Dino. Easy to remember. Pet dinosaur, let's call him Dino. Dino, of course, the fictional character. He is the pet dinosaur of the series' main characters, Fred and Wilma Flintstone. Dino did debut in the opening credits of the pilot episode of The Flintstones, but he is not mentioned by name until the season's 4th episode. Dino is, of course, serving the role of the Flintstones' pet dog, and he exhibits the characteristics of a typical domesticated canine. If you're wondering what type of dinosaur Dino was, you're probably picturing him right now. He was pink. He had a collar, and he was pink. He is a prosauropod, like dinosaur, a snorkosaurus. I am not making that up. That is what he was modeled off of, but he acts just like a dog. Dino the good dog. All right. Here's your question that I'll leave you with for Monday morning. What is the birthstone of those born in the month of May? Do you think it is A, aquamarine, B, diamond, C, peridot, or D, emerald? That is the question that I will have the answer for you early Monday morning. If you want to take a stab at it, head on over to the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. All correct answers entered into a pool to win a $20 gift card to Scooters Coffee. Thank you so much, Scooters, for sponsoring the Brain Twister trivia question. And thank you, Rescue Towing, for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. You can check the forecast all weekend long at the website, too. Just head on over to aroundtheozarks.com, click on weather, and you will see the detailed forecast for the weekend and the early part of next week. Also, by the way, it'll be important to pay attention to the forecast for the weekend as we fine-tune that forecast for potential severe weather that returns for us next week on Tuesday. I'll be back to chat with you again early next week. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather in the Ozarks. Should be nice after tonight.